Oh my gosh, welcome to Funday Monday. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. I hope you guys have been watching all these great live streams on Monday night. There's so many things going on, from Dava and Ari on the Wayside, Angie Hay, Family Ventures are on, lots of things going on. Even Blind News was on earlier tonight. So many great things on a Monday. So do me a favor, as you guys are watching, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, and share this out with all your friends so we can let people know that we're here, we're hanging out. I've got all sorts of stuff down there. You can like, subscribe, all that kind of great stuff. And we even have dun, 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 some surprises in store tonight. So tonight's show is going to be a little bit different, which is always fun. You know, you never know what to expect. A lot of fun. We're going to talk about something that's near and dear to my heart, and I know a lot of yours. We're going to talk about RVs tonight. But I've got a very special guest, and I want to bring him up. You know, this is what happens when you have like a really cool friend who's I'm going to call him an expert. He's an expert in this topic. He and I talk about this all the time. So hold on a second. Here he is.
I want that to deliver next week. Oh,
hello.
Already? I'm good. You?
Really good. How you doing, man? Welcome to Funday Monday.
It is Funday Monday. I love Mondays.
Oh my gosh. I'm excited about this. Now, let's talk about people here. This is Boondocking with Boomer. Your name is not Boomer. Would you tell these lovely people your name and talk a little bit about your channel?
My name is Lance, Lance. You can write that down. And my channel is about traveling in our Class C motorhome with my Great Dane Boomer. Boomer's my dog. Huge dog.
Where was the dog?
Where is he now? I don't know where he is now. He's
That's
not
okay.
up here. He's upstairs sleeping like he always does.
He's doing probably lots of stuff. He likes to snore. He's a very cute dog. He's pretty awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Let's take a look and see who's in the chat. I'm going to bring up some things, and you can say it because my voice is going. Who was number 2?
I'm number 1.
I know.
Second hello, Charlie Grace. Lillian came twice.
Yes. And Miss Meg.
Maggie's here, all the way from Captain Jack. Oh, mateys. Solex, all the way from Trafalmador, getting our RV on now.
Our favorite alien. And here's, of course, our other favorite Canadian.
Call me V, my neighbor.
Here we go.
People.
Hello, beautiful people. Hello, people. And James Cantonese is here. Oh my gosh, let me go down here. Diana's here.
What's a raid from RV on the Wayside?
Oh my gosh,
Sweet.
look at all these awesome people coming over. Yeah, She Devil's here. Oh my God, let me keep going. Tim from Mo Bang for Your Bucks. Hello, everybody. Thrifty
Hello,
Angela.
Timothy, Angela.
Shanna Craft.
I know her.
Yeah. You know her? Look, there's even Tim and Duke.
Tim and Duke, super chat.
Super chat. By the way, speaking of super chat, tonight, are you ready? For the first time ever, we can take super chats.
What's a super chat? Explain that.
Here's how this works. So we always say, if we make you smile, if we make you laugh, and you want to donate $1 or $2 or $3 or $5 or $20 or even $50, this channel is now officially monetized.
Oh, congratulations.
Oh yeah.
Man, 3 months.
3 months. Here we go. Okay, it's been a little over 90 days. We have 2,211 subscribers. We now have 4,700 watch hours. And it's all because of you guys. So thank you. That is awesome.
3 weeks or 3 months of shorts too. Nobody's done that in the history of YouTube. I don't think.
I don't think. I think it's
just
nice.
Just leave it like that.
Little pat in the back, but it's all about you guys because I put it out there and you guys are the ones that watched it and loved it. So thank you. That's really cool. So so if you want to do a super chat or if you want to do PayPal, it's totally fine, but we're putting it towards our Smile Fund. Our Smile Fund, just so you know, we like to put smiles on other people's faces by surprising them with extra tips or finding people that we can help buy groceries, or helping single moms, whatever those really cool little fun things are. I promise you it's not about buying booze and hookers. Okay. Just letting you know that.
Oh, jeez.
So not that kind of smile. Just want to get that off the plate. And he's like, whoop, whoop. Go Tim. That's right. Absolutely.
Holy Pussy, that's amazing.
I know. Well, you guys did it. I mean, it's not me. I just put out the content. You guys watched it.
That's right. Yeah. Got no watchers. You don't do that.
That's right. All right. So let's talk about this real quick. We got stuff to talk about. Ready?
Recreational vehicles. I love recreational vehicles.
It's a love.
I love that font you did. Amazing.
Isn't that cool? Okay, now I've got a couple little things I just want to put out there before we start talking about this. Ready? Because these are some little tidbits for those people. Oh, here we go, though. Typer Explorer says, Pizza Night with Charlie Grace. Whoop, whoop. Oh, yeah. Bring on the pizza money. I'm telling you, we are there. We can have fun with this. And look at this. There's Gracie and Jacques.
Gracie and Jacques.
Jacques, I love that. And there's Foreman. Hey, and he shared it down on YouTube, of course, and
Hey,
Facebook.
Ken.
We appreciate that. Thank you so much, Kenny. Okay, so here's some little fun facts. Ready?
Yep.
Number one, the first motorized campers were really built in 1910.
Yep. And I got pictures of them. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to talk about this. This is an interesting fact. I thought that the average RVer only uses their RV 28 to 35 days a year.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
there's a reason for that, but yeah.
Yeah. We'll talk about that too. But I was doing a bunch of Canadian things. Guess what? 15% of Canadian households own an RV.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Canadians.
Alberta. Alberta's big.
And Ontario.
In Ontario. Yep. So that's like approximately 2.1 million RVs. I guess a lot of RVs that were made in the United States get shipped up north. So apparently you guys, that's one of our big exports to Canada.
Well, we make our own too, but
You do. You guys have good pleasure ways. I love those things. These are
yeah.
cool. Okay, and then about 1 million people are full-time RVers. Now that was a shocker to me. I didn't know that many people live full-time in these. Yeah.
Which is still a small amount when it comes to RVers. It's less than, I think it's less than 1% still. Our full-timer. Yeah. Or it could be 5, but it's very low.
Yeah, it's way cool.
They're all
So
part-time.
we're gonna talk about some stuff. So let's go because I know you've got some really cool things to talk about. So let me look at my little list here. Let's talk one thing at a time. Ready, ready, ready?
Yep.
Let's talk about RVing in the early 1900s.
Okay. And you have to share my screen.
I'm sharing.
There you go. That's the first RV ever made. And I think that was the one. That was the one in 1910.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does that look like a hearse to you?
Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? Maybe they
Yeah.
doubled it. It looks like it folds down and then goes in too.
Looks really weird.
That's crazy. Yeah, I know it is.
Yeah.
Because that
Ooh.
one's, that seems a little bit older too.
I think you could use a little some curtains.
Yeah. I guess that might have been the very first fifth wheel.
That would be one way of looking
Or
at it. Yeah.
or a trailer. Who knows what
Yeah.
that one
Yeah.
could
But,
have been.
but it's got a ladder on it, so at least they were thinking ahead. Right.
Where's the
See
ladder?
that?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, side. Now there's the very first house, home,
On wheels.
motor home, yeah, on wheels.
Do you think that was like? Do you think they're also like making coffee on the back of those and selling it on the street? Like I see a lot of those.
I hate to be the driver.
Yeah. B says
think
that's
there's-
the deathbed,
Huh?
aka first RV.
I think there's a back door.
Oh wow.
And then later on, thank God, they got a little bit more cooler looking,
yeah.
like the GMC.
That looks cool. That looks like the Barbie dream camper we had back in the day.
Yes.
Yeah, those were cool. Yeah,
Definitely.
but and you know, and those sleep, 20.
Sleep 20 people?
Yeah.
That's a lot of people. Cool. What's your next
now,
category?
Wait.
Oh.
Okay, Gracie and Jacques are here, but Ron Darrell's here. Hi, Lance. First RVs were covered wagon.
Probably. That's in the 1800s.
Yep.
Recreational
so-
wagons.
Let's talk about the types of difference. There's A, B, and C. Like
Yep.
Michael Jackson, A, B, C.
So there's the A's.
Okay. What makes an A?
Tripoli. That's it. What makes it an A? It's got a flat front. It's more like a big bus
Okay.
kind of looking thing. And there's another one that they get more luxurious, obviously. Winnebago, one of the better ones that are made. And then there's your favorite, Class B.
Oh, the bees.
Yeah,
Oh, buzz. Love those bees.
they're all made on the van chassis, Mercedes,
Very
Dodge, and Ford. And then
Mercedes.
Then you have to go to Class C's, of course.
Hey, Stan.
Hi, Stan. With the big beds on top.
Hey, those are wonderful things. That's exactly like the chateau that blew up in downtown Nashville on Christmas Day a few years ago.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Now, you've had 2 of these, haven't you?
I've had 2 C's. I really love them. They're
And they
fantastic.
were Thors, I believe.
Yep, they were.
Yeah.
They were. Oh, look, we've got the Storage Bandits here. Hey, Storage Bandits, thanks for coming by. We're having fun. We're going to talk about RVs tonight. Oh, I know what this one is.
What is that one?
That is a specially made Lazy Days. They're only made in California. They're awesome.
That's right. And you can't get them anywhere except for going down there and paying cash in person for a down payment and wait 2 years for it to be built.
If you guys ever see one of these, you need to just talk to the owner because they're really, really cool. They're awesome.
They're built the same way an Airstream is, except for they paint them, full body paint on them. in the RV industry, quite simply, these are the best built Class C motorhomes you can buy.
And I think Shanna Craft has one of these, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, Shayna,
Yeah.
I got to see yours. That's for sure.
They're cool.
There's another one. I had to show 2 pictures of it.
Yeah. Super cool.
I mean, can you just imagine being parked behind a lake or a forest with those big, nice windows to look out on? Because this part here is actually the dinette with 2 big, long couches in there.
Yeah, they've got the living space back there. Looking at that, it really the floor plan is just amazing. I don't know why they don't do it more in other ones. Yeah.
Lazy Days with a Z. Lazy Days is a dealership around North America.
Yeah.
That's with the Y. Then you get trailers. If you get a nice big truck to pull them. Outdoor
Here you
kitchen.
go. Wait, Shan said, "Yep, that's right. That's hers. She got the Lazy Days." I was right.
Oh, we'll talk later, Shanna. And then we got the teardrop trailers.
Yay, little teardrops. So cute.
She has one of these. I don't know. That's not the exact brand that she has, but she has one of those.
A lot of people start out with teardrops or pull behinds. This is sort of like they call it the entry drug into the RV world.
It's going from the tent. You're leaving your tents. No more tents. You go to one of these. But these are expensive now. It's crazy how much they went up.
Yeah, and I just did a video on some of the small ones. They had a local dealer over here, and they were like from $7,000, $15,000, $23,000 for like a
$23,000 for that little thing. Whew. Then you get your big giant 5th wheels.
Yes,
and that's a house.
Yeah, and there's like the outside decks and the toy hauler. This and that you can put everything in them. And
up to 6 slide outs or tip outs or pull outs or whatever you want to call them.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Lillian says she wants an R-Pod.
Yeah, the R-Pod is similar to a teardrop, I believe.
Very similar.
Correct me that. Then you got the truck campers.
These are very popular right now. I got to tell you, this is becoming the thing because a lot of people want to go like in the desert and they want to do this and that, and they need a vehicle that's going to get them where they've got to go, and they're looking at truck campers. Yeah.
And the reason why they're getting so popular now because they're putting tip outs on all 3 sides of them, and then making them huge. Like this thing here with 3 tires is bigger than my small Class C. It's got more room in it. And then even bigger.
Yeah. I'm telling you, that's what people are going toward, especially in the desert. For some reason, that's the thing. But
it's handy. Just
think I'll
go somewhere else. Yeah. And then, but I do like the vintage truck campers. Yeah.
These are cool.
I think my dad had that truck. And then the other ones that are very popular now are the Overlanders.
Oh, yes. Ooh, you got a $500,000?
Monster. Yeah.
Bring it on.
They're a monster truck.
Those things are awesome.
Yeah,
I saw this at the Outdoor Adventure Show, and I don't know if it was an Earth Row. It was something, but you literally had to get in a ladder to get inside this thing. It was so far up there. And you're like, wow.
8 steps, right?
Wow.
They're tall. Well, that's the classes. So the next category, my dear, is what?
So now we're just going to talk about, let's just be honest, let's talk about some of the ugly ones. I mean,
I know some of the ones that you don't want to be driving around in.
They put the ugly.
I hope nobody in the chat who's watching this owns any of these, but okay, now it's not really that it's ugly. He probably had a bit of a what?
Let's talk about this. For all these,
hold on, I just unplugged my headphones and I can't hear you a single thing you're saying. Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
All these DIYers, all these people who are trying to do it by themselves. This is what I always say. You might want to seek some professional counseling because your vehicle could end up looking like that.
Well, this is not a DIY. This was a Class C that it looks like he had some leaks on the outside wall, but he figures, well, okay, there's no leaks on the inside wall, so I'll just keep it.
Yeah.
At least he kept the windows.
Yeah, this is like a Clamp It special, only, oh, geez. Okay.
Now, these are the guys that want to take everything when they go camping.
Yes. Yes. I mean, they've got dressers. They've got everything you could think of. I mean,
it
looks like it's been a home eviction, a vacation, and maybe my wife left me. I can't tell you.
They forgot the generator, though.
Oh, geez.
They even put people up at the top.
Okay, wait. Here we go. Rondell says, oh, no, they're going to talk about me now. And Troy says, holy moly, there's a difference between ugly and ready for the wrecking yard.
Not ugly, vintage. Let's just call them vintage.
Wait, C says, looking for huge Band-Aids. A Class C looking for a big Band-Aid or a lot of duct tape.
Something like that.
Wait. And Tim says, even Cousin Eddie is way better than this. Oh, wow.
Now that's a sad. These were vintage, beautiful vintage Class A motorhomes back in the day. They even had a door by the driver's side, but I don't know what this guy was doing with all the wires, and he got some solar on there. Oh, I know. I think he put a deck. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a way of tying things down in a weird. I mean, what's scary is the thought that they're not just stationary, that they're moving down the road with all this stuff on them. I mean, could you just imagine like being beside them and things falling off as you're driving beside? Holy crap!
God, I hope he doesn't drive it. I hope it's parked permanently somewhere.
I know. Hey, wait, Storage Bants had to head out. Want to stop by and support the channel and say, hey, thanks so much for coming by, man. We really appreciate it. That's fantastic. And Troy says, I can appreciate it.
Troy. Hey, if it runs, it runs. Okay, now I don't know if this guy's actually driving this anymore, but
okay, so he's at the cafe. He's at Steve's Cafe getting a cup of coffee.
I took this picture. I took this picture. The other ones I didn't take. This one I took. He drove up in the parking lot where it was in Buffalo, New York.
Oh.
But I don't know what he was doing with all the bags.
Is there like 2 inches of like ground clearance behind that rear bumper?
Maybe he just got into a slight accident or something, then got off the road. But
I have no idea.
Then, of course, everybody's favorite, and are getting popular as well, are the schoolies.
Ooh, I love a schoolie. This is fun now.
This guy took it to another level.
Is that a schoolie C?
It's a schoolie tall. Maybe the guy was really, really tall and he needed a higher roof.
Okay, Tim says timber.
Well, he's traveled on Highway 66 with it.
So let's look at this for a second. So one would assume on this 2-level double-decker thing that, what would you have, like a bed up there maybe? I don't know. You got a deck?
Maybe a home theater.
I don't know. Yeah, what would you, it looks like he's got spouting on it, right?
It's got, maybe the kids are up there. Maybe it's the bedrooms for the kids.
It's spouting. Can you imagine driving this thing and having water coming down the front spouting? Holy crap.
Yeah. Oh, spouting. You call that spouting? We call it something different here.
Gutters?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Banks says, I need to start taking pictures and sending them to Lance.
Okay. You do that.
And Troy says, my RV is not broken. It's just tired and looking for a wall to lean on.
Were any of these yours, Troy? I've seen some of the RVs on your property.
I would say they're interesting.
Yes,
this is DIY.
These are the ugly. These are the vintage ones. So.
Okay. Well, I don't know if those are those the ugly and the funny ones, or do we have funny ones next?
I think we have some funny ones now.
It's hard to even imagine because those are pretty funny. I mean, no offense,
those
but
are funny.
Wow. Okay.
These are funny and interesting. The next one.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm just afraid. But let's see where this goes.
Oh, you get the people that like to convert things into RVs.
True. Okay, so what would you call that? A bug camper? A vamper?
A bamper, yeah, or a vugger.
A Volks camper?
A vamper, yeah, vamper is good. Volkswagen vamper, or bugger, or a bamper, yeah.
I like a bamper. Okay.
It's nice and clean. It's nice and clean. It's got nice rims. I don't think it's got a bath and a half in it, though. It's probably just got a single toilet, maybe.
Maybe a wet bath.
Maybe a wet bath. Then you have the gigantic one. That's
okay. I love this.
This is strange.
So it's got like I'm looking at like 4 axles.
I think that's a Ford. I can't even tell what the front end of this is. Maybe
I don't even know what it is, but it's got 4 axles in it, and it's got like a boat on top.
You got a little boat top here, but that's another car part there. So it looks like he took the roof off of the bottom part and then raised it up and filled it all in with more metal.
And he's got an eagle on the top. So, I deal with designer dogs all the time. This is like a designer camper, like we talked about the bamper. So it's a Chevy boat. So is it a chote?
Chote? It could be.
A chote camper? I don't know.
Or another bamper again.
Here we go. This is Mad Max on steroids, says Stan.
Good one, yeah. That would be good.
He says I just lost it. The VW Bug, but it's larger. Am I going to call it a dung beetle? Ooh, okay. I like this one.
This is funny looking, but it's still kind of cool, though, isn't it?
It's really cool. I really like this. It's very it looks very futuristic, actually. But the windows are sort of interesting. Can you imagine? Yeah.
Yeah. Can you imagine the leaking in the windows?
Do we know
But
what model this is?
I think Peacemaker was the make and model of it. Yeah,
Interesting.
I think it's 40s or 50s maybe. It's
Here, wait.
interesting.
Where do the rocket lancers come out?
Where did the rock? Oh, I don't know. It could come out though. Okay, maybe this one's got the rockers on it.
Oh, that's really cool.
That is cool. That's vintage, but I don't think you can stand up in this one though. It looks pretty. Maybe if you're 4'6", maybe you might be able to stand up in that one.
It's tiny. It's got that, it looks like a cattle prodder on the front of a train.
I bet you gets good gas mileage.
I bet it does.
Very, very aerodynamic. That's for
sure. Oh, wait, here we go. Blind View says it looks like a doorstop.
Oh, yeah, jam under the door.
Jam underneath there. Yeah. Okay, these are some good ones. I like this. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, this next one was just recently on a video on RV with Mr. Steele, Andrew Steele.
Okay.
And he happened to be in the parking lot where this thing was parked, and he did a short. This thing, massive. Now, somebody told me you had to have a 1.5-ton pickup truck to be able to carry this thing around.
Oh, absolutely. Think of how much that would weigh. I mean, think of the welding alone you had to do with this thing.
Yeah, it's all aluminum, so it would be light, but still. I have a feeling it's got horses in the back.
I don't know. I feel like it's driving with a really big Coca-Cola can. I get this kind of weird space vibe to it. I don't know. Yeah.
But if you go to RVing with Andrew Steele, you'll see a short of the whole thing around. He walks all the way around it and shows it off.
Looks like a big pizza oven.
Now this one. Do you know where you can see this? You can go and see this one.
At a museum?
Yes, up in Ohio. It's at the RV museum. They don't call it that. It's the Manufactured Home and RV Museum or something like that.
Is this the one in Elkhart, Indiana?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
You can go see that one. But that's beautiful RV.
That's interesting. I gotta admit, I still like it. The fact, it's got a different look to it. Every time I look at these, I get this vintage feel like you're driving a boat as opposed to a vehicle. Like, they take the whole land yacht thing to the next level. This is very futuristic. Yeah.
Now this is a do-it-yourself one.
Ooh,
that guy, he took a Class C motorhome. See, that whole back end is Class C for sure. It's not a camper; it's a Class C, and he put it on a semi truck.
Wow. Okay, wait. The last one. Rayleigh says that looks like an RV Elvis would have.
Yes. Maybe it was Elvis's.
Yeah, that could be Elvis's, non-bus. It's his own little thing. I like that.
Is it gold plated or gold? Solid gold.
Could you see that on the TV series Arc 2?
I bet you a lot of people don't know what that is. That's so old, that show.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's got some get up and go. This is my style. I will take the tractor trailer any day. I would be a Super C if I could get a Super C in a heartbeat.
I guess that's the first Super C.
Yeah. Very funny.
Now, if you want to really, overland again, you get a big army truck. This looks like an army truck with that's a camper on top of that one for sure.
Okay, now we have to address the elephant in the room.
Truck camper.
Ready?
Yes, I know it.
These all I want to do is see the interior. Now, can I just tell you right now, none of them have the farmhouse white interior. None of them have the beautiful interior that you're going to be looking for. I'm just going to tell you this right now. They probably look very grungy. If you see the outside, it matches the inside. So just pretend. But go ahead. And
they definitely don't bath and a half.
Oh no.
I mean, he picked a good brand name to put on top of his army truck.
Really?
Yeah. Just saying. Okay, now when you have a big family, what do you do? What do you do when you have 10 kids, 15 kids, or 20 kids?
You sell them off to the cheapest bidder?
No, you buy one of these. Okay. And we're back to Volkswagen again.
Wow. That's huge.
That's huge. That might be one of the first fifth wheels in existence.
Hey, Matt's here. Hey, Fat Matt, thanks for joining, man.
Thank you. What's up?
What's up, man? So that's more than just the vamper. That's more like that's the super vamper, like a super Volkswagen something.
For the big family, for sure.
He said it looks like a 1970s Disney train.
You could be right.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. There we go. So this is how the whole rooftop thing started. We're gonna blame it on the 70s.
Yeah. Now I didn't check yet, but I think these are really real. Because sometimes people make up pictures, but this one is actually real. I had that confirmed. Camping Coaches made these. That all flips up, the roof and all that. But
That's weird.
it doesn't
I mean, it's
drive
cool.
like that. Huh? How
It's
did
cool.
the
I mean, can you just see the baby? There's like little teeny tiny ropes to keep the babies from
yeah, like
falling.
chains
Yeah,
to stop the baby.
yeah, it's very childproof, just so you know that. But yeah,
You just want to be up higher, closer to the sun.
yeah, yeah. Lillian's like, what the heck is that? And wait, no, but does it bounce like a pickle?
Does a pickle bounce? Now, this one. Can you imagine the steering mechanism of that?
This is like worse than the long honeymoon. I'm like, oh, okay, look at 7 axles. Jeez, this is
7
crazy.
axles. Imagine if all the tires went bald and you had them all buy them at once.
Well, of course, they're like China bombs. That'd be the way it would be. You know, be like, okay, every 20 miles.
I do like the 3-tone color though. You know,
The color's
brown,
interesting. I give
beige,
it.
and white. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's got a nice beat to it, and I can dance to it. How's that?
It's got 2 air conditioners.
I'll give it a 67 because it's got a nice beat to it.
Okay. And it's got a nice big front windshield. Don't know if it's all one piece though.
Yeah, Stan wants to know if it floats.
Well, actually, now that you say that, if you want, if you can't make, so go ahead.
I was thinking the same thing.
Go for that, yeah.
How many axles is that?
7 axles. You have to look that one up.
Oh, geez.
That's more than a 18-wheeler. It is more than an 18-wheeler. The next one, when you're trying to decide, should I buy a boat or should I buy an RV? Or can I just do both? That's the question. And you can.
Love that.
Amphibious RV. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Okay. All right. That's cool.
These are made in Germany, believe it or not.
Well, so I used to live in a town where they made the ducks. A lot of people remember the ducks, where you just drive them into the water. They're like these amphibious. They were military vehicles, and they called them ducks. And if you go like up to, I can't think of the Wisconsin Dells, you could do duck tours and things like that. Lima, Ohio made these ducks, and they sold them privately, and people bought these ducks. But yeah, that's cool.
And they were RVs as well?
No, they were military vehicles.
Oh, okay. So you can't camp in them.
Can't camp. But I'm sure someone could start something.
Now.
Oh, there's Pappy's cabin on wheels.
Hey, it's very light as long as you use the...
Wait, is that a washboard in the back? Jeez.
I think it might be, and I think he's got a deer hanging off the back. Did he just kill that thing? Look, he's got an RLM registered light on the front.
Oh, I love it. Bless. In the South, it's like a bless your heart moment, but there's someone who's living in that and they're super happy. So go to town. There you go.
And does he have firewood for a fire, or does he have a wood-burning stove in it?
I don't know. Matt's like, hey, I would camp in that.
Why not? Of course.
Gracie's like, classic. I like that one. Yeah. There we go. The clamp. That's exactly right. Yep.
Yeah. And then once you get your RV and you get your spot, that you got to find a really good spot.
Well, yeah, but a little scary. I'm good.
He just backed up too far. I mean, his wife's got to be careful there.
You think? Okay, just a little.
Little car humor there.
Just a little.
Okay, what's next?
That was cool. All right, so now we've talked about the different classes. We've seen some funny and some classics. Now we're going to talk about safety, right? How do we be safe? And what happens when you're not safe? Because we've all been there, and we've all seen when you go like driving and you get to that point where the bridge says 10 feet, all of a sudden your rig is like 14 feet tall.
Driving bad weather, so you got to be careful with that, or funny things happen.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
I want to know what the conversation was on the way there. It's like, honey, we're going left. No, we're going right. Watch me.
I don't even know what kind of road. I mean, what is that? Like
that's
lava?
Like
were they coming down a volcano or something?
What were they thinking?
And it looks like they're going to hook up a rope to get that thing out of there. I would just say, just leave it. I got insurance.
And there's going to be some idiot with a Jeep going, I can get that out.
Yeah. Of course, you got to watch for snow. This is why I don't drive in the snow.
Yeah.
This happened to my parents, believe it or not.
They got stuck in the snow?
A long time ago. This is a horrible story. Not a dreadful story. they were coming home from Florida, and the storm hit them, and my dad just cut the edge of the road, and in went the RV just like this. But
Wow.
it went right on its side.
Yep.
And my son-in-law, my brother-in-law at the time, got covered in everything that was in the poop tank. It was disgusting. But 50 truck drivers pulled over immediately and helped them all out. There was not a scratch on the motorhome on the side. Not a scratch.
Wow.
The RV was built in Canada, of course.
Okay. Well, good to
But
know.
don't drive in snow. I don't suggest driving in snow bad weather. Pull over and just go to sleep till it stops.
The best part of having an RV is that you can make a grilled cheese and take a nap. Just pull over.
Because, even worse things could happen. In the snowbank. Then Cousin Eddie is there to help you out.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, he's helping him. He's helping him empty the tank. That's a good. That's a nice Eddie.
There you go. Even if you have these amazing 4-wheel drive outdoor blah blah blah, I will tell you this story. This is one of my true fun stories. Let's just say someone had a Tahoe, a Chevy Tahoe with 4-wheel drive, very excited, and we were living in Chicago at the time, and there was a huge snow. They plow and they make these hills, you know what I'm saying, that they just push all the snow and stuff into. So I was being dropped off to go grab something real quick in Sam's Club. And I said, I'll be right back, and just, circle the drive. I'll be right back. Just like milk or something silly. But it was on the way. And by the time I get out, I'm like waiting and I'm looking around going, where's my ride? Anybody know where I'm looking around and all these people are pointing. They're pointing. And I'm like, what's going on? It's like, yeah, some idiot over there with some Tahoe thought they were big stuff and they're teetering on top of this.
I saw that once before too in the car.
And my children were in the truck. I was like, oh, this is great. I'm going to, and this is before we had cell phone cameras, or this would so be a video right now.
Yeah.
So.
And go viral.
Oh.
At least it crashed nearby a Holiday Inn, so.
Yeah, they were calling for flurries. They were okay. They knew what they were doing.
Talk about teetering.
Oh, wow.
Can you guess how that happened?
Wow. Was it?
I'm thinking it was backing out into the spot and went too far.
So some people don't know where their back wheels are. They think their back wheels are on the back of the RV. Like they forget, like they've got that point where the wheels just keep going.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. Yeah. Here we go. Captain Jack said, I saw an Australian movie where the RV went backwards over the cliff. The young boy who was outdoors at the time spent a couple days to get to the jungle below to find his dead parents. Oh, wow. I'm so sorry. That's horrible. That's not good.
And then you get the low bridges.
Oh, the bridges. I hate to say it. If you're going to watch a train wreck, these are the train wrecks I love. Everybody, I'm just going to put my hands up way up in the sky, like, pay attention here. Please, please, please measure your RV by yourself or with the help, but don't take whatever's written in the book. Don't take what the dealership told you. Measure your RV, and if you have, put a little Post-it note up the corner so that every time you get to a bridge, you know how tall your vehicle is. How tall is your RV right now, Lance?
Mine's 12.2, I believe.
Mine is 9 feet 6 inches.
See, mine was a rental RV, and on the dashboard they have a sticker that says the height, the length, and the width. Yep. So after you measure it, be safe and add another 6 inches on it, and then write that on a piece of paper, put on your dashboard. When you come to the bridge and you see 8'8", 8'9". No,
I put it right up in the window, like right where like your Jiffy Lube, where you're going to get your next oil change or whatever it is, because you're straight ahead. That way you don't have to put your head down the dash to look. It's just right there, and you're like, okay, yeah, it's scary. Okay, here we go. Heavy Sparks recovered 2 vehicles from the Indiana couple that was missing. Yep. We talked. That's been a big thing. If you haven't seen that video, that's really interesting and sad. But
yeah, I watched that yesterday. That video of them recovering it.
Yeah.
I got, and then there you go. There's the tilty ones.
Oh my God.
Is that Robin Williams in there driving?
I don't know. Here, this is all what happens when a man and a wife use hand signals. Oh yeah, trying to come on back, keep coming back.
Well, this is actually from the movie RV with Robin Williams. I don't know if you've seen that one.
Yes, I saw that one. Here we go. Fat Matt says it's a good point because you might get that measurement that it's 9 feet tall, but that does not include your roof vents, your antenna, and your air conditioning units. Absolutely. That's what they don't tell you. So you need to make sure that you do that.
And then if you're going to run away from the police, at least let your dog out first. Your dog, sorry. This was, I don't know if you ever saw this. That was a 2.5 hour chase through Los Angeles. It was all caught on video. This crazy person just driving around, smashing into cars, but she finally pulled over.
Wow.
And then the one last thing you don't want to make sure you do to be safe is stay.
Park on the ice?
I don't know. I don't know if that's a white sandy beach, but
I think it's ice.
The tide came in.
Oh.
But yeah, got to keep an eye on the tide.
So people don't understand that. They think they're at the beach and then they forget the ocean like really can come in and go. That's guys, if you don't know, just stay far away. Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah.
And the last thing you got to make sure you do is empty your poop tanks, or this is what happens.
That's right. Explosive water.
If it gets too full, all it takes is one more little drop of something and it can explode.
And you don't want to be sitting on it at any time. No. Love it. Okay, Fat Matt says, I just got a carport built for my RV and sort of built around because I didn't feel like moving it, and now my RV is stuck underneath it unless I take the roof, fence, and the antenna off.
He's kidding.
No.
You better be kidding.
You better be kidding. Oh my gosh, that's a mess. And Michelle says, I watched that chase. The dog jumped out the front window, and in the end, she crashed into a tree.
That's right. And told it.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. All right. Well, these are really good. And these are funny ones. But let's up the ante. Let's talk about when we win the lottery tomorrow.
Yes, win the lottery. Yes.
What kind of luxury RV are we going to get? Yes.
Oh, there's lots of good ones. That's for sure.
All right.
But before we show the luxuries, we have to do, if there's any manufacturers watching the show or seeing it later, we have to make sure that they keep an eye on quality control, because in a luxury RV, you don't want this kind of stuff happening,
Yeah, let's talk about this. So there's two things. Ready for this? There's the design and build, and there's the actual of the manufacturer, and then there's the getting it to the dealership. So we like to think of the quality assurance along each step of the way, and this was a major misstep. So let's talk about this.
Well, they were supposed to spray this with foam insulation at the manufacturer. So the doors were closed. Joe thought Bob did it. Fine. They get it to the dealership. The dealership's supposed to do their PDA as well and check it over. And if they miss it, but this motorhome, or this trailer, went to a show, an RV show this way. I mean, you're not going to sell many of those with it looking like this.
Think of all the extra little critters that are going to come in and say hi at night. I mean, it's just going to be like Snow White with all the birds and rats and mice and And
then somebody mentioned it to me. Goes, maybe if the wife is using the washroom and the husband has to go,
No,
it's a back. No, okay. I just thought maybe it's a backup.
No.
So with that, and then, like I said, the manufacturers, if you're going to make luxurious vehicle or RVs, why do you do silly things like this?
Yeah. Can't open the door. Can't get in the cabinet.
Two sinks side by side that close.
Yeah. Plus, that would not be considered a prime pooping position from Matt's RV reviews. Can I just say that?
Too tight. You couldn't stand over the second sink. Nope. So.
No.
However, these are the luxurious one.
Ooh. All right. Let's talk.
That's a top of the line Newell.
So I do like Newells. I have to admit, there's some really cool ones out there, and I'm probably going to be going to the plant next year just to take a look at some stuff. But man, you've got to have some coin.
Yeah, million plus, 1.1 million, 1.5 million, 2.5. Depends on what you get on these. That's what they're worth. And then Europe is coming out with some really nice ones too on their Mercedes chassis. Yeah, I mean, look at that one. That is absolutely beautiful.
Now, here's the interesting thing. If you guys go to any, and I'm going to pick on NASCAR events, or if you go to any major golfing events, any major sporting events, you're going to see some of these that are custom made for some of those people because they live on the road all the time. And I've seen some of these golfing events, and you're like, geez, what did these guys do? And like, I've never seen this before. And I'm like, oh, okay, now I know. Yeah.
Newells are all custom made. Every single one of them is custom made to the owner. They don't mass produce them, obviously.
No. So it's just like pocket change. He's got it.
Yep. And then you have your Prevos. They're basically A Prevost bus is like a regular bus that you
Hmm.
see in the streets delivering people, and they're made in Quebec here in Canada. And then there's 4 or 5 different conversion companies, Marathon,
Yeah.
and there's 4 or 5 other ones, and they turn the buses into a motorhome. They just get a frame, and those are all custom made as per the customer.
They're nice. And most people think of Prevost as rock star vans or rock star buses.
Yeah.
A lot of the touring buses, especially come out of Nashville, are Prevost. And I've spent a lot of time sleeping in Prevost on tour for different things. So yeah, they're fantastic. They're really smooth. They're really comfortable.
Yeah. I mean, look at, I think this was a Tiffin or a Newmar, but just beautiful luxury inside of these ones.
Yeah, and now that they expand, I mean, no offense, but when I was on them, they didn't have slide outs, but now they've got all these slide outs, and you're like, geez, they're huge.
Yep, double slide outs. I mean, look at how that's a beautiful living room. It looks like a house.
It is. Yeah. Well, for $250,000 or $1 million, it should be significant. The hardest thing with those big luxury things is where do you park it? You've got to. There's only certain places you would take that thing to.
Yeah, you ain't going to national parks with them, that's for sure.
No. Yeah, and Solik says he wants a gold-plated toilet. Okay. I hope that comes with a day for you. I'm sorry. And Tim says
solid gold.
Yeah, and Tim says it's too much space for him.
What about that one then, Tim?
That's sort of cool.
Do you know who this is? Somebody, my famous movie star owns this one.
Is that a shipping container thing? What is that?
It's a custom 18-wheeler trailer converted into an RV. That whole roof part goes back down into the roof.
Okay.
It's got this is he goes around slapping people in the face. What's his name?
Oh, there we go. Way too much. Will Smith's RV.
Will Smith. That's Will Smith's RV. And Robert De Niro has one too. Same builder. He has one, and I saw it in Canada here. He was doing a movie at a movie set, and it was parked in the parking lot. And it was similar to this one.
So here's the thing. I don't see Will Smith driving this thing. I mean, you've got to
he doesn't drive it. No.
You've got to get a tractor trailer to move this. That's the whole thing.
He has a hired truck. But if he's on a movie set for a week or two, that's what he stays in.
Yeah, that'd be way cool. I love that.
Yeah. And then, you don't want to pull your car.
Okay, now that's what I was looking at right there, that you could slide the little sports car in. Yeah. Now we're talking.
And now do you know how many of these they built?
5.
0. Well, except for this one. Never sold one. They haven't sold any of them. You'll never see them anywhere. They were just 2 or 3 companies made demos of them, and that was it.
Did they have this one very similar, like in Meet the Fockers? Was that the whole idea? They had like a sports car that could go on the side. It was in the movie, and then I was like, I know they got to make these somewhere, but I'm wondering what the interior looks like with that in there. It's got to be awkward.
And the safety of the RV with all that metal underneath gone and holding the car, I don't know. I can imagine what it's driving like. But did you know that this in Canada? I don't know if it's in the States, but you can't have a car in a toy hauler, whether it's a motorhome or a fifth wheel. You can't have like a smart car.
Yeah.
Insurance companies won't insure you if you have a car in your RV.
Okay, Captain Jack's got the idea. I'd love to have a $2 million rig and then go mooch stocking.
Stay at a friend's house.
Stay at a friend's house. I got the vehicle. I just have no place to park it.
Stay at your rich friend's house.
Yeah.
And then the ultimate one.
Oh, the Furion. Okay.
Furion, as you know, is a manufacturer of refrigerators and ovens and everything and anything RV. And they have this one parked inside their lobby at the plant.
Wow.
State. And the helicopter lands on it and also goes down inside above the bed. The bed sinks down to the floor, and the helicopter goes down inside the RV, and then the roof closes up. And, of course, has a deck.
Super cool. I love that one.
Okay. That's some luxury RVs.
Those are cool. I love it tonight. Okay, now wait, here's the thing though. If you want to get bigger and you want to just go for the gold, ready? You're gonna have to go vertical because you can't really go. I mean, we talked about slides, but we're gonna have to go there, right?
This is the problem. There's not enough campgrounds around here. Like they're getting filled in like crazy. I mean, look at these campgrounds now. It's just crazy how much they pack them in, right?
Right.
What are we gonna do? We're gonna run out of space, right? In 100 years from now. There's only one thing we can do. Like you said, go vertical.
Go vertical. Go vertical or go home. There you go. I love that. And by the way, that's a fantastic idea.
It is. Especially if they're all family members. They all have their own
Right.
area.
This could be like, Bob and Sue and Jim and their kids.
Yeah. And meet for dinner down at the grass area there and have a fire. They even got a pond.
A little greenhouse. Who knew?
But don't laugh at that, because there's a movie that was made recently called Ready Player One, and they knew the future. They really stacked it up.
That's amazing.
Yeah, totally. But
I'm just worried about emptying that black tank. I don't know how they do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, not cool.
Maybe the washrooms on the ground floor.
Okay, wait. Nomadic says, in luxury RV class, you missed my favorite. It's got multiple slide outs and inflatable pontoons. It drives off of the water, and it's a giant Class A.
That's the Four Winds, I believe, or South Wind. And you know how many had made of those ones? They only made one of that as well, and some guy owns it. That one didn't get.
Don't forget to mention that the guys on the top threw out their poop buckets out the windows. Ew, yeah, I wouldn't leave them on the bottom.
There's got to be some kind of sewage system. Do you think that's what these pipes are for?
I don't know. One would assume. One would hope.
Yeah, definitely. What's next?
But wait, there's more. Okay, so we've gone vertical, we've gone luxury, but we haven't gone to outer space.
Well, we have the future of RVs.
We did.
Before that, before we go into outer space, we got the future of RVs.
Okay, let's talk about the future of RVs.
That are on the ground first.
Okay.
So they're going to take the travel trailer to the next level.
Yeah.
Now that's pretty cool.
That's pretty slick.
Prototype. I could pull something like that.
Very aerodynamic. Very nice.
Yeah, it looks like you can stand up it. They've got a full door. It doesn't look as big as it is, but because the car, I don't think they just photoshopped the car in there, and I don't think the car is to scale or something. But if you don't like the trailers, then you can go to a very futuristic Class A.
Nice.
Probably all battery, obviously, and solar and everything else. That's cool. Nice windshield.
I love the windows look awesome.
I'm waiting for Tesla to make something. Well, it's got a T on it, but it's for Terra Venture. Then your favorite. This is probably what the future Class B camper van might look like.
It's looked like a rolling toaster.
Do you like that?
A rolling toaster.
Your chimney in there or something. That would
Recreational spaceships. Yeah.
Yeah. Then of course the ultimate future ones are, and they already sell these ones. These ones are being sold already in Europe. Have you ever seen one?
I don't understand okay, so I think vehicles look like animals. It looks like those eyes, the headlights it looks like a catfish mouth. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, a guppy. Is it
I like
a
grouper.
Or
A grouper.
Yeah.
It looks like a fish with little gills. I mean, it's got the whole thing going on. Yeah.
Well, this is the inside of it. One big giant windshield, 2 seats.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
Pretty high up. Yeah. So that's what the future of RV may or may not look like. But you're right. What's next?
Oh
if
my.
Elon Musk gets all his stuff, we'll be flying around one day, right?
Right. Oh my gosh. Here we go.
Now we'll probably start off small.
Like we always do.
Throw a few wings on the ends of them and a rocket engine in the back.
Here we go. We're just going to make sure we miss those SpaceX Starlink satellites. Yeah, that's going to be tough, but go ahead.
I really don't know why you need the wheels, though, but because you're going to take off vertically.
Landing, you know.
Oh, landing? Okay. But, you know, the future ones will look a lot nicer than just a regular RV.
It'll look more like the Rebel, Starfleet.
Yeah. Just needs more windows. Doesn't have many windows in it. But this does have a bath and a half, so that's important.
It does not have a wet bath. That would be nice.
Yes, full bath, yeah.
Full bath.
But if that won't do you justice, you can always use what Solex uses. That's what he's got now. That's where he came in.
Yes. Very nice.
Yeah.
See?
Don't
he
ask
says,
me why.
humans are almost up to my UFO.
I forgot to show you. I forgot to tell you something when we were talking about the small accidents. I actually had an accident in my RV.
What? No way.
Yeah, I have a video clip of it if you want me to
Okay, I'm
share it.
ready. Let's show it. Let's roll that
Okay,
beautiful video.
now, okay, let me give you details here. See, when I travel, I have my drone fly behind me wherever I go,
Uh-huh.
because then I can use it for, so
All right, so you're driving.
yeah, it's just a small short clip here when I got my
Okay, so
accent.
you're driving.
Yeah. But
And
you can
then,
see Boomer in the back there in the window. Do you see him?
oh, very nice. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm a little worried.
Yeah.
You're having
I'm
you left
buffering.
your center for a second there.
Oh,
A little
my bad.
concerned
Hold on.
because you don't need a special driver's license to drive an RV these days. Oh my gosh.
It's okay. See,
Oh wow, it came back. There you
yeah.
go. And then you're back on the road. Nice, very good.
The guy had insurance,
Good to know. Yeah,
and I had to go, so I was in a hurry.
yeah. Ron's like, this is classic.
If you go to my channel, you can watch the whole video. It's 10, 15 minutes long. I'll be traveling
That's
around.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh my god. Okay, now okay, we only have a few more minutes left. We can talk about this all day because we both love this stuff.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. Lance and I love RVs. We love design. We love the concept. We love the whole idea behind it. We both have some pretty big trips planned the next couple of years. We've got some ideas of places we both want to, go see and do and blah, blah, blah. But what you don't know about Lance, other than the fact that he just loves them, he actually designed one at one point in time.
Oh, yes. Let me show that. Yeah.
Well, here's the deal. Lance has an engineering mind and is, I can say, brilliant in a lot of different ways. It's not. Oh, I know. He's so modest.
I'll tell my wife that.
Well, there you go. But he doesn't just wear a bandana, folks. He actually has a brain underneath that bandana.
I do.
Would you like to share your conceptual model and the story of how you created an RV?
1996, I came out with this idea. Now, what do you think that is?
That looks like the best thing I've ever seen in my life. It looks like an A+. I'm going to call
it. I call it the SRV, a split recreational vehicle. It's basically a Class A motorhome that's split in two, because that's what it looks like.
Nice.
So basically, when I used to travel, I used to pull the car. But you pull the car, you park the motorhome, or you park your trailer, whatever you got. You're driving around in the car for the day, going on day trips. You got to pack the car for everything. I'd rather just go in the motorhome or pull the trailer and have my bathroom, my washroom, my kitchen with me, right? When you go on day trips,
right?
Especially going to the beach. So I'm thinking, well, if you split some RV in two, you could keep your bathroom and your kitchen in the front, and then leave the living room and the bedroom at the back, which you don't need during the daytime. And that's what I came up with this idea. But then I thought, I don't want to have to get out of one section and go back to the other one, once you're parked at the campground. So I thought, okay, well, I'll put two slide outs in between it so you can walk right through. And in 1996, I thought of this idea. And I had one dealership or one manufacturer. It was a motorhome manufacturer. He wanted to build it. He wanted to start manufacturing them, but he wanted capital for me to build the first one. And I said, I have no money. He wanted $350,000 to build the very first one. I said, I don't have the money. So it never came to fruition. But
it's a great idea, though. There's so many people out there that just would think this is a phenomenal idea, because it's like you want to go do day trips, but you want to have your own bathroom or your own whatever it is, and you're gone, and then you've got your camp. I think it's fantastic.
This is the front part's small enough that you can easily maneuver around a city and park in a plaza. It's not huge like the whole 45-foot Class A is. So you just leave this at the back.
Yep. Hey, Victoria May came in. Hey, Victoria, thanks so much for seeing you. And there we go. Nicole's like, hey, I did a thumbs up for the channel. Thank you so much, Nicole. I appreciate that. We are coming up to our end, and we want to make sure everybody gets some credit and say hi to everybody and let everybody know what's going on. I want to say thank you to Lance for coming up and sharing all this amazing knowledge and fun stuff about the RVs, which is so awesome. Thank you.
Don't thank me. You know my PayPal number.
I know I have to pay him. Oh, geez, every $15.97 Canadian?
$7.16, I think it was.
Something like that. Oh my goodness. All right, so we got a couple things we got to talk about before we leave, because everyone keeps asking me about this, and I'm going to share my screen. Number one, if you are an RVer or a camper and you want to go camping this year, let me just say this right now. You can go to charliegraceadventures.com, and you can go all the way over here to the meetup section. What? And there's a listing of all of these amazing meetups that are happening this year.
I know
If
those
you
people.
know if you know of other ones, let me know, and we will put them on the calendar as well. Now, I'm not going to every single one of these, but I am going to quite a few of them. So please take a look at this, and we're going to be adding these. Of course, we have in September. I am going to be going to M22 as well as the YouTube Jamboree meetup. M22 is in Michigan, and the Jamboree meetup is in Georgia. I'm also going to be going in June, if I'm not mistaken. I got to go back to June to Randy's Adventures is doing hers up in Wisconsin. So I'm going to be up north this year. What? That's just crazy talk. I'm going to be way up there.
Wow.
Also, I know if you feel the need and you want to do some fun stuff, I've also got a list of my favorite camping items and some of my van life essentials. So if you want to know what I use and what I have in my van, that's the place to find out.
Everything in your van? We can find out why everything in your van?
Almost everything in the van is right there. That's all I'm saying.
Cool.
Yep, and I stick it on my Amazon page, and you can look at it and go, "Oh, that's what she has. That's what she was meaning. What she did." Yeah, cool stuff. I'm in love with these foldable chairs. That's like stargazers are like, oh my gosh, it's.
And
I'm trying to figure
out there. You kind of like rocking them as well.
So cool. I love those chairs. Really, really cool. And then if you really want to take it to the next level, I'm just saying, I just got some new merch put together, and we have a Spreadshirt store, which are size extra small to 5X. So for people who, we're going to have different designs, but of course we have our regular Charlie Grace, which is fun. We just ordered some stuff with that. And then we have our new Charlie Grace coming up. Ooh, a little Patagonia inspired moment. What? It'll be fun. And we have a lot of Live Life Today. So, because that's our motto is Live Life Today, as well as every day is an adventure. We'll have some of those things up. So you can find that on Charlie Grace Adventures and take it from there. Yeah, so much fun. So much fun. So who is up next? Is Four-Man going live tonight? Do we know?
I wanted to mention something to you that I just found out tonight, about an hour ago. I watched a video on YouTube. It's Eric from Nomadic Fanatic. He does a review on a new, so you saw it, the new battery bank from Big Boy. It's 2,500 watts, and they're on sale right now for $1,000 US.
What?
Yes.
Really?
Yep. So check that out. Go to Nomadic Fanatic and check out the review he does. It'll run your air conditioner. It'll run your whole RV. Yours easily.
We're gonna have to talk about that because that's gonna be really cool. Thank you, Shan, so much. We enjoy you guys being here for everything. You know, like I said, we can't do this without you, and we do it because we really like hanging out and being a part of a community. So this is what we like to do. And our friend John Chalk made it. Yay! Okay, so parting comments, Lance, before we go.
That's about it. Thanks for having me out. Get that money to my PayPal, and I think we're good.
Okay, this is your favorite Canadian and Southern gal signing off for the night. Can someone drop a link for Four-Man if he's going live tonight? I would really appreciate that. Make sure we all do a raid. Is he here? We'll do a CG raid over to Four-Man tonight. And then everybody have a great week. Have a fantastic week. We're so excited, and we're going to be putting out some new videos. You guys check them out. I do want to do a quick shout out. If you are on TikTok, please find me on TikTok because we just got 11,000 followers on TikTok.
Wow.
And over 100,000 views on our van life showing on TikTok. So we're moving and grooving on TikTok, and we would love to have some more friends on TikTok. And so you guys can see what's going on because I do more things on the daily on TikTok than I do on YouTube. So, all right, guys, there's a link. Check it out. Go over to see Four-Man, and we will see you guys next Funday Monday. Bye, everybody.
Tigers for life.